vibrations.
Relaxation. Spirituality.
Alignment of chakras.
Not depressed at all.
Namaste. Namaste.
Crystals. In this moment, this terrible, terrible moment.
not to think about death. The comedians are qualified. Your anxieties soon mollified. Strange times call for strange content, it's true. We present the Well, Well, Well Show to you.
I got my drugs. I got my drugs. And we're still in quarantine. Oh, hey, everybody.
Hey, didn't see you there. Well, welcome to our third episode of the Well, Well Show. I'm Dana.
And I'm Chris.
And we are just spiritually delighted to welcome you once again to our third show. I mean, we didn't know if we'd still be here, but it turns out we are. So that's great. And our show's 6 weeks old now, and we're just the proud co-host, co-parents of this little baby.
That's right. It's just adorable. It just rolled over by itself the other day. It's pooping a lot, but that's part of life and growth.
So cute. So cute.
Yeah.
I think we can kill this video here. I'm seeing, I don't want any spoilers of our first comment.
Yeah, we don't want to know who's next. We don't want to know
Get
who's
off there. We don't need that.
Yeah,
We don't need that energy in the yurt.
Yeah, let's maybe get rid of that video for right now.
We don't need that.
Okay.
We don't need that. Yeah. So we got a great show for you tonight, and we are just so happy to be in the yurt once again. We've been living our best yurt lives for how long has it been now, Chris?
I would say it's week 5 trillion, actually. I was just counting the other day, and I think that's where we're at. And Dana and I have been socially distancing here in the yurt for our entire lives.
Yes, we're just living our best virtual reality along with all you crazy kids. We've got a great show for you tonight, and but what we've realized, what it turns out, is that not everyone is living, laughing, loving their best life in their own yurt. And that's why Chris and I have been trying to bring just a little joy into your lives with these amazing and hilarious comedians who are healing you and sharing jokes with you, because we're realizing that the quarantine hasn't been so grand for everybody involved. And in fact, for some people, it's been really tough.
Yeah, that's really a great point, Dana, and so true and unfortunate, which actually brings us to our cause tonight, which is helping support victims of domestic violence.
That's right, Chris. So there's a lot of important organizations doing great work. Tonight, we're raising funds for DC Safe, which is the only 24/7 crisis intervention agency for domestic violence victims and survivors in the District of Columbia. And so we are so lucky to be joined today by our partner that we're raising funds for, DC Safe, Jenny Westbury. So we're going to hand it over to her because I know she's doing great work, but don't take my word for it. She's going to tell you about her work. So let's just bring her up here, Chris. Get her in the yurt.
Come on in the yurt, Jenny. Welcome to the yurt. Hey.
Hi. All right. Let's there.
Okay. And get a little audio going for Jenny.
We're going to hide ourselves. So it's all you, Jenny.
Okay.
Take it away, Jenny.
Great. Fantastic. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the yurt. This is my first time here. But like they said, my name is Jenny Westbury. I am the Director of Operations for DC Safe. They mentioned DC Safe is the only 24-hour crisis intervention agency for victims of domestic violence. We serve a large portion of the population of the District of Columbia with crisis services like Ubers and lock changes and crisis shelter. And we also help support people through the process of filing for protection orders. So in 2019, we saw 6,849 individuals. We were able to house 442 of those survivors. And we answered a little over 13,000 calls on our 24-hour hotline. So as you can imagine, it's pretty busy. And with COVID-19, things have been significantly busier. People who normally would be able to reach out for services aren't able to because the court is closed right now, so they cannot walk in. So we've really refocused and pivoted our services to our hotline. And we have advocates who are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to make sure that the residents of the District of Columbia have crisis services available to them. We've seen about, or we've taken about 4,100 calls so far just since the beginning of March. And we're assuming that number is not going to slow down until after when the shelter in place is lifted, and we'll be able to kind of figure out what the next steps are for a lot of survivors in the city. But yeah, I'm really excited that you guys are all here today and you're supporting DC Safe and the survivors here in the district. And if you have any questions or want more information about DC Safe, you can go to www.dcsafe.org. And I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Thank you so much, Jenny, for sharing some information about your work as well as for all the critical work you do. I mean, it sounds like what you're doing is almost as important as this show that Chris and I are doing.
I don't know. I think you guys are doing God's work here.
Thank you. You know what? That's amazing because please stick around, Jenny. I was just about to say that we are actually doing, we're all just healers here. We're all just equally doing God's work.
Although also Yahweh's work.
Whatever journey you're on, whatever path you're on.
Whatever path is that you would like work on, we are here to provide that work in a way that is adaptive to your needs.
That's right. That's right. So thanks so much, Jenny. And
thank you.
So much, Jenny. Really appreciate it. We're going to say bye to you now. But stick around, watch the show.
We don't let anyone in the yurt, only cool ladies who do cool work and have dogs.
Yeah, so you can hear
right.
No dog, no entry into the yurt. All right. Well, you know, the good news is, and you know, I know you're all thinking, how come she got to come in the yurt? Like, when do I get to go in the yurt? Soon we'll be out and about living our lives because states are starting to open back up. And I feel great about that because
I feel so safe.
Yeah.
Such a good job.
We're doing so good. Like, I totally trust the state and federal governments to be just nailing it across the board. And so it seems like it's going really well so far. There's some good strategies though. Like I read an article about, you know, when we were in phase 1 and not everyone's back in yet, there's a restaurant in the DC area called the Inn at Little Washington. It's a very fancy place. And this is true, I'm not making this up. Their idea was when they were at half capacity to make it less awkward to actually bring mannequins in to fill in the rest of the restaurant, which I love that idea because nothing is less awkward and disturbing than mannequins. And it makes me so excited for the ventriloquist dummies in phase 2. I mean, I just cannot wait. And so Chris and I have actually been practicing just to like get used to the new normal. So I've been, you know, just bringing in my girl right here. Hey girl, you know, just natural, just like friends. And it's made things so much more fun and not at all disturbing.
Yeah, you know what? It's really not creepy at all, turns out.
Yeah.
You know what I have found? The key to mannequin hanging out with is it's blending in.
Blending in? What do you mean, Chris? Chris? Where are you? Chris, are you there? Chris, where are...
Dana, I'm blending in.
Yeah, he was too good. He was too good. Okay, should I try to blend in too? Girl, are we friends? Are we doing, I have bangs, I'm white. Is it good? Am I doing it?
She just asked me if she could borrow my robe because I'm no longer wearing it. I'm gonna tell her no.
Abort, Chris, I got too weird. Yeah, no, that was normal. That was fun.
This is just another day in the yurt, everybody.
Another yurt day. Another yurt.
That's right.
Are there any other, I mean, that's my plan, is to keep hanging with the mannequins, but
Sure.
Chris has actually had his own little bud over in the yurt.
Yeah, that's true. You know, there are other things that are being done and that I am taking on for myself. So there's another article that I read the other day about a restaurant in Thailand where, in order to make sure that people keep their distance at tables, they are positioning stuffed panda bears in those empty seats to make sure that people don't get too close, and they have cuddly little friends and company at the tables
Nice.
while they eat their meals. And I think that's lovely. So much so that I have taken on the concept right here in this very yurt. So I have gotten acquainted with Mr. Cuddles lately, as has Dana, I should say. And you know what? We just had dinner with Mr. Cuddles the other night. Dana and I kept us safe.
Chris, she can hear you, okay? Don't act too like cool with Mr. Cuddles. Like Mr. Cuddles is cool, but mannequins are cooler and more fun and trendy.
They're cooler. They're usually too busy for dinner, I found.
True. But they're really, because they're so cool. They're so cool.
They're very cool. We love mannequins. We wouldn't want to do anything bad to mannequins. Of course not. So yeah, anyway, we had dinner the other night with Mr. Cuddles and it was great. And I actually have evidence of how great it was, because right here, just a second, right here, evidence. This is me and Mr. Cuddles after dinner. And I just want to say, it wasn't awkward for Dana at all. I don't think so. I don't think there were any hard.
No, I wasn't jealous at all. I wasn't like, oh, I wish we were closer. I was just like, oh, that's cool that you and this stuffed bear are such good friends. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Dana.
I was busy with my mannequin anyways. You know, we're having girl talk. You wouldn't understand, Chris.
Sure. Yeah, I wouldn't. It's a girl thing, and this is clearly a guy thing. But you know what? It's not always coming up roses for Mr. Cuddles and I. You know, it's just a spectrum of emotion, just like any kind of relationship. And here's evidence. The other night, after I refused to do the dishes because I was too tired and I've been working all day, this is what happened. Mr. Cuddles attacked me out of nowhere. And you know, I asked you, Dana, if you threw Mr. Cuddles at me, you denied it. So I assume he did it on his own, because why would you lie to me, right?
I would never lie to you. And just because he's a stuffed bear doesn't mean he doesn't have standards. Okay, he has standards in the yurt. Okay.
I mean, I figured as much. Because why would you lie to me? So anyway, that's that. How about you, Dana? Are you doing anything in addition?
I'm here with my girl. We've been chatting, and I have a few ideas for when we're like all back together-ish. You know, my first idea was to get my hands surgically replaced with scissor hands, a la Edward Scissorhands, so that it's scary and you stay away, but also I'm just a gentle, sensitive soul who wants to be loved. You know, so I thought that'd be cool. Another idea, BYOC, bring your own couch everywhere I go, just couching it up, and then it's like you have a place to sit everywhere, so that's cool. But the easiest for me, and what I'm going to start a petition for, is just for every public place to kind of reorganize itself so everything functions like a Ferris wheel. I think that'd be cool, because like I'm here, you're down here, we're having a great time. It's a carnival everywhere we go, but we're still at least 6 feet apart.
It's just like regular hanging out, plus a little bit of nausea.
Just a little more nausea than usual, but like a fun adventure nausea. Yeah.
That's right. It's worth it every time.
So it's good. And I mean, look, the point here is we've all got to practice. We've all got to stay safe. We all got to do what we can to say, even though things are wacky, we got to stay safe and healthy.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. And hey, you know what? Speaking of safe and healthy, we have an excellent show that is going to keep you just that tonight, everybody. And what do you say, Dana? You think it's time to start the show?
Yes.
Okay, me too. So our first comic, I should say, you have seen this show before. He is no stranger to you. It is also possible, if you have not seen this show, you have, look, there he is already. Hey, you just hold on a second, fella. You just hold on. You just wait a second, buddy. At least he's okay. All right, he listened. That's good. You can see him all over Comedy Central. Perhaps you saw him there. Perhaps you've seen him at Dry Bar Comedy. Perhaps you've seen him at the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal. Maybe. But most of all, you've probably seen him at robertmac.com. So with no further ado, please put your hands together for the very great, the very funny Robert Mack.
Take it away, Rob.
Now it's time.
And you'll be in the same place. Recognizing your stress triggers is one way to deflate them beforehand. I live outside Washington, D.C., which has some of the worst traffic in the country, and I'm not that good of a driver. I'm probably the only person who ever lost control driving through a mirage. I didn't even see it. When I know I have to drive through D.C., I get into panic mode. My palms sweat, my heart races up to 50 beats per minute. But when I get these stress triggers, I plan accordingly. I give myself more time. I find alternate routes. I find other places to park. If you know what causes your stress, you can circumvent them by planning ahead of time. By the way, we have a saying here. If you don't like the traffic in DC, just wait 5 minutes and you'll be in the same place. One of the easiest ways to turn down the stress is by resting. Rest shows up on every stress busting list because it doesn't take anything more than a pair of eyes. Just shut them. Some of you are probably doing that right now. Rest is an important part of the live, work, rest equation because it improves resiliency, and everybody needs a balance of all three. If you don't get enough rest, you'll go crazy and you'll be awake at 3 in the morning, and the only thing you're going to want to do is tweet fake news. So get some rest.
Wow, Robert, I learned a lot. First, he gave me permission to never drive because driving's scary.
Yeah.
Also, then I can take a nap. Oh my God, I'm like healed already.
Yeah, that was really soothing. Really good advice.
That was soothing.
I think the less we have to do, the better.
Yeah,
In general, especially now. Now we have a good excuse.
Another great thing to do / not do is express yourself. No matter what you're feeling, everyone definitely needs to know about it. And one cool way to do that is through art, the arts. And so we are so lucky because we have an artiste who's joining us today to give us a little bit, a few ideas about how we can express our stress feelings through some art. This is a very funny lady. You can find her on Redacted tonight at the DC Improv and a variety of other different shows and places. But for now, please enjoy Art Therapy with Miss Natalie McGill. Take it away, Natalie.
The suspense is thrilling.
It's fun. It's like performance art. Like,
Yeah.
is it
This
not?
is-
I don't know. The silence is part of it, maybe? I don't know. It's wild.
Hi, I'm Natalie McGill, friend to tacos and enemy to penguins. They know what they did. Nowadays, there's no such thing as too much therapy. And if you're into the soothing and repetitive nature of art therapy like Zentangle, then you might enjoy Quarantangle, the art of eliminating stress by doodling inside of the words that cause you stress. It's a great alternative if you're someone like me who likes to relax through creative expression, and whose real therapist changed her number and still hasn't given you the new one yet. But I'm sure she'll send me your new number soon. Feel free to add a splash of color, or keep things plain. Remember, the first rule of Quarantangle is, there are no rules. It's just like working in the White House. Even I went outside of my borders with this one. Plus, how do you even stay inside the lines of something that doesn't even exist anymore? In the spirit of mutual aid, you can message me on Instagram at HootHollerSnap, and I'll send you PDF Quarantangle designs of just a sampling of the words I've shouted alone inside of my studio apartment. Or you can make your own, like this one, which is a thing my therapist said I couldn't do too much of. That lying bitch. So show me those Quarantangles. Seriously, And if anyone tells you that coloring for adults is weird, but becoming a master bread baker in 2 months isn't, then they're full of shit.
That was delightful and instructive. And you should absolutely take Natalie up on that and show her your corn triangles, because she is an artist and a healer and a comedian. What isn't she? I don't know. So you got to check that out.
That's right. That's right. Check her out. Follow her. She's fantastic. Natalie McGill. And yeah, pay attention. Pay attention to art right now. I think it's a really good time. Also, here's a fun fact. The two main businesses that are open in the DC area, turns out, art supply stores.
Okay.
In marijuana supply stores. I don't know. I don't know if there's a correlation, but that's just a thing. That's a thing. We're talking about wellness. So
Wellness.
Anyway, we, speaking of wellness, are going to transition into another way to be well. Now I'm gonna be honest here. This
Please
whole
do.
time, when you all, I'm sure, have assumed that I've been drinking my tea, my mint flavored kombucha lemon herb crust.
I've been home brewing that. I've been brewing that for us.
Yeah, well, so we live in the same place, so it's really the same batch. But anyway, it's alcoholic. It's strongly alcoholic. I've been lying. It's a pure alcohol, and it's going just straight to my mainly rubbing alcohol. What you do is you just make a regular drink, and then you pour a bunch of rubbing alcohol in, and then it just, well, you just eventually, wake up. Yeah, it's good. We're gonna call it good. So what I'm getting at is drinking is something that people are doing right now to stay well. And
I've
the
heard of this,
expert is
yes.
to tell us a little bit about that, and actually teach us how to make an alcoholic beverage. And for those of you recovering alcoholics or children out there, maybe just, pretend to do it without the alcohol.
To me, the kombucha with rubbing alcohol sounds pretty good, but luckily there are some other options. And our next guy's gonna share some hot tips with you.
Yeah, this guy essentially is a hot tip himself. You can see him all over the DMV and beyond, all over the country, all over the world. Who are we kidding? The energy this guy has. The energy.
Orders are a construct. He's everywhere.
Energy. There's nowhere he's not. He's all around us in this yurt. That's for sure. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to bring him up. Everybody, please put your hands together for our friend and soon to be yours, Brock Snyder.
Bring him out here. Come on, Brock, join us. Bless us with your presence.
Join us.
There he is. All right. Hey, Brock. Oh, looking good as always. All right. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go off camera, so it's all you up there. It's all you.
Ready, Brock? And
get out of here. Get out of here. All right. Thank you so much for coming out, everybody. My name is Brock Snyder, and I'm glad I'm in a tux. I dressed up for everybody here. I actually wore this for my wedding, so I get to wear it for 2 awkward occasions in the same couple of years. So thank you for giving me that grassroots comedy. I'm so glad to be here doing comedy. Drinking is really important, and the drink that I'm going to show you today can also be made non-alcoholic for all you kiddies out there. We're doing something that all you lushes have probably had at brunch. It's a sparkling beverage. It is called a French 75. It is the French 75. Yes, very good. Take it too. That was Italian. I don't know why I did that. The French 75, we chose this drink because it actually started out in the roaring 20s. So the drink itself is about 100 years old. It started off at the New York bar in Paris. So it is French by origin. The reason why they made this drink is because there was a drink called a champagne cup. Everyone was in the champagne cup. It was champagne, lemon, sugar. But for all those people that wanted to get a little bit more, a little bit more hair on the chest, they needed to add some hard alcohol to it. So they initially started adding gin, and you can add vodka to it as well. And that's what we're going to do here today. What's really fun that I've already been doing before I got into your computer, we took some vodka and we infused it with Earl Grey tea, right? Earl Grey tea, the English, the drink is French. They're pretty good friends, right? I'm not good with history. With that being said, okay, and the fun thing about infusing with Earl Grey tea is that it infuses in like 30 minutes. As you can tell, we started this not too long ago, and this is what we're working with right now. It looks like water from Flint, Michigan, so that's not good. But for this drink purpose, we want to. So what is in a French 75? It is a hard liquor, gin or vodka. We're also a bit of lemon and sugar. So I got a huge bag of sugar here, Domino sugar. That brought to you by Domino Sugar and Red Bull. Feel the Red Bull. But we're going to use something. We're going to use a little bit of blue agave syrup. Sugar's bad for you. This is a little bit better. A little transition. So we're just going to build it right here in the cup. Hello. Need a little bit of ice. I am really glad to be here. I have to take a minute to thank my production manager behind the camera. My wife has helped me do all this. If you're there at home, please clap it up for my wife because damn, she puts up with a lot. This is our living room. This is our living room bar, just like that Family Guy episode. Okay, boom, we got the ice in there. Let's get a little bit of this Earl Grey tea. Super easy. Use about half of the, so I use probably about 8 tea bags. Let's see that. Yes. It says about 2 ounces, but hey, who's counting? You're in your living room. Here we go, and there we are. Okay, so we do have some fresh cut lemon, super easy. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll even do it for you. The French 75, yes. I used to be a server bartender way back in the day. And when I first started, I loved serving children because like they're going to get chicken fingers, but I would serve them like French frying down. It's like, ooh, welcome, sir. This special is the mac and cheese. And the kid would be blown away. The parent would be like, dude, I'm only tipping 10%. You can just turn it off with chicken fingers and a burger to go. Anyway, okay, so it says about 2 ounces. Let's do one more. Let's do one more lemon, you know? Who's counting? We're live, baby. We are live. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Yes, perfect. Fresh lemon juice for you. I'm putting it my wife, not you. She's going to drink this as soon as we're over. Okay, boom. A little bit of blue agave syrup, about a ½ ounce, just to sweeten up a little bit and cut through the tartness. Something else, this little secret ingredient that I like to put in there is I have some, boom, Valencia orange peel. This moment brought to you by McCormick Gourmet, Valencia orange peel. Throw a little bit in there. A bit of seasoning. Okay. Put the top on this guy. All right. She's ready to go. She's almost ready to go. Beautiful. Let's throw that right there. This should be, ooh, nice. It looks a little bit brownish yellow. Looks like an ugly sweater, I suppose. All right. We're going to put that in there. And then my favorite part, my wife's favorite part, is I'm going to open this gigantic bottle of champagne that now we have to finish. So here we go. Ah, woo! Mazel tov. Okay, now we're gonna float that guy. Oh my God, that looks so good. Okay, and you know what? Just because you're here, boom, garnish, lemon peel. Watch your knuckles. Here we go. Ha! I'm just kidding. All right, little spring. You want to express the lemon. Oh, look at that. Look at that mist. We're expressing the lemon over the thing. Bada bing, bada boom. Everybody, this is your homemade French 75. Super easy Earl Grey infused vodka, a little bit of champagne, the blue agave. And you know what? I saw one other French thing in the store. I'm like, I'm getting it. San Pellegrino, orange. So let's just get super. We don't want scurvy out there when we're in France and the roaring 20s. Guys, this drink is for you. It's amazing. Please make this at home by yourself. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun laughing with me and drinking with me. And thank you so much, Grassroots Comedy. I'm honored to be part of this show. And I hope everyone out there gets well. DC safe, you rock, and have a great night, everybody. Thank you so very much. I'm your bartender. Woo!
Wow. Wow. Brock Snyder, everybody.
Yes. Thank
Brock
you.
Snyder.
It's kind of mean though. Why did that mean man have a fun drink without me?
Yeah. You know what? I'm right here, Dana. So we
I
can.
don't know how to send drinks to the internet yet. I'm working. I texted Zuckerberg. He hasn't gotten back to me. But yeah, internet drinks directly to you. And it's a funny story, actually. The only place where you can get free hand sanitizer is at the liquor store. So go to the go to the grocery store and then go to the liquor store and get that free pump. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, can I just have some? Like, oh yeah, no problem. We sell all over the place.
I'm going to say that all looks delicious, and I want it all. It also looks kind of like a lot of work. So how does one approach this without doing so much work?
Super easy, right? If you just took like 4 ounces of vodka and put it in like a mug with like a couple tea bags, make it small batch, all right? And that's super easy. I mean, a little bit of bubbles. You can do it non-alcoholic, right? Because you take away the vodka, you know, you just make a lemon juice maybe, or cook it down with some simple syrup, maybe some more blue agave, and then some bubbles, Sprite. My favorite bubbles is Fresca. Fresca is the most amazing mixer you can ever find. They don't have it in bars. You couldn't even get it in a bar if you wanted it.
Wow. Can you deliver this to a yurt?
Yeah. Let me. My production manager says, yes, we can.
Yes.
There is a $6 processing fee, and you got to let me come in and drink one with you. I honestly, my wife is such a lush, and she loves all this. We have a jalapeno infused vodka, which I guess we drank, tequila that we drank the other day. So, you know, everyone's at home. You just need to be, drink at home, stay at home, and just, stay safe.
Absolutely. Well, you are definitely not allowed inside the yurt right now. No hard feelings. But yeah, if you could just bring some of that over, that'd be fantastic. Thanks so much for being a part of this. Really appreciate it. Bringing the energy. I love that dance. Please keep doing that. After we take you off the camera, just keep. Oh my God. How long? Should we stay?
Wild. He's wild. He's feeling that.
Oh, wow. He's feeling that. Great.
Also, I like
Look at that, everybody. This all relates.
out of control. He's wild.
Every second we stay, he just
We
does.
don't know. How can we pull away?
How do we know what's going on?
Get on camera before he steals the whole show.
I'm
We
waiting
can't
for
let
him
him on here.
to light something on fire. Something has
Let's
to.
light it on fire. We gotta get him. We gotta get him off. He's wild.
All right, Brock. Take care. Don't burn the house down. All right.
Don't burn the house down. Wow.
Wow.
I like that when you ask for an easier way to do it, he said that you could put alcohol directly in a mug, and that's called small batch. So that's fun because I'm going to use that all the time. I'm like, I just have some small batch brew
You know
going
what
on
I'm
here.
gonna do? Small batch right now. Small batch. Small batch. Small
Oh my
batch.
God, so small, so artisanal, such craft. Speaking of crafts, our next hilarious contributor is going to give us some DIY hacks and some ways that, once again, we're learning so much. We're learning about art, alcohol. Now we're going to do some crafts, some masks. It's going to be awesome. So please enjoy, and I hope you're taking notes on these amazing tips by Kelsey Sweeney. So take it away, Kelsey.
Hey everyone, it's Jessa Bailey Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I normally like to do tutorials on this channel on how to do DIY enhancements to your clothes, like how to take your old t-shirts and make them into cute crop tops, how to make your old sweaters into cute crop tops, how to make your old jeans into cute crop tops, and how to make cute crop tops using only old crop tops. But given the current corona crisis, I wanted to do something to help the #heroes. So today we're doing a tutorial on how to make DIY face masks from things you already have around your house. So guys, let's start with a super simple mask. For this mask, you're gonna need an old t-shirt, cropped or uncropped, doesn't matter, and 2 hair ties. So you're simply gonna cut a strip from your t-shirt and fold it over. Then you're going to take your hair ties and loop the ends. So I love this mask because it cost me nothing and it was so simple but so functional. But a fun way to spice up your mask might be to add glitter to it. You'll make the mask in the same way that you did before, but then you're gonna take your aerosol glue. I really like the Elmer's multi-purpose spray adhesive, and you're gonna spray both sides. Then choose your favorite glitter and go nuts. Make sure you get both sides so that it's reversible. So now that you understand the basic fundamentals, there are so many fun variations you can do. If you put some chapstick on the inside of your mask, then you have a hands-free way to keep your lips moisturized throughout the day. I also really love these two masks that allow for easy snacking. Yum yum. I also know how hard it can be to try to stick to your regular routines when you're stuck at home in quarantine. So to help with that, this Rolling on Molly mask can bring your favorite hobby home. And this mask makes sexy time possible even in quarantine. So I hope these tips were helpful. If you end up making one of these masks, I would love to see pictures. So please be sure to tag me in any pictures on Instagram. I'm at Jessa Bailey Linspiration, Hope Springs Eternal. And as always, please be sure to like and subscribe. Next week, I'll be doing a video on which homemade quarantine breads make for the very best mukbang videos. So be sure to tune in next time, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.
Wow, I like that music.
It was upbeat and fun, and I loved it, and I learned so much.
I learned so much. You know, when I look at my mask, I don't ever think, wow, this is fun, upbeat music. But yeah, that's great.
You're doing it wrong, Chris.
Doing it wrong. You know, here's the mask I have, Dana. I know that every time I put this on, you say things like, Chris, please take that off. And why are you awake? And why are you standing over me, looking at me while I'm trying to sleep? And
Yeah.
I say, mind your business, okay? We live in a yurt together, and we're going to do what we do. So
It's just like if you could maybe have it cover your mouth region, that would make a big difference.
you know, it definitely covers it. I feel like the size of the nose makes up for the fact that there's no mouth.
It's
I
not
think.
how that works at all, Chris. No.
Pretty sure that's just math if you think about it. Anyway, we're gonna keep things going, and we're gonna keep things strange, and we're gonna keep expectations flexible. So, she's back. Oh God, does she have to be here right now?
Yes, this is our friend, and he wants you to be here.
I really want you to be here. It's great that I'm really happy that you're a part of this. So last week we played a video that I made, and I may have put a whole lot of time into it.
Maybe.
And it may have been way too much time. And then I may have tried to play it for the show, and then maybe the sound didn't work at all.
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows if that happened? It definitely was a thing that happened. Yeah, so the disclaimer is that this video may be familiar for some of you. However, here's the thing. The volume works this time. And the volume is really everything. Here's another disclaimer. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, this is a video on something that I have recently discovered, and it is called ASMR.
ASMR.
ASMR. Yes.
Sucks your ASMR, Chris.
It also stands for Autosensory Meridian Response, or Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, whichever you prefer. It's a tingling sensation that apparently goes from the head down through the body. So I watched a few of these videos, and it honestly all made me uncomfortable, and it left me confused. And then I spent 10 hours making a video with that. So anyway, that's the disclaimer. It's gonna hit you in all kinds of ways, and hopefully it's all the good ones. Here's one thing that you should know: turn your volume up as loud as it goes.
Blast that.
Blast it. Just blast it. You might regret it, but probably not. Okay, take it away.
Self.
Prepare to be stimulated. Hello, everybody. You know, I have been doing a lot of research on how to stay calm during these very uncalming times. And I have to say, there's a lot of weird stuff out there that people are doing. There's TikTok videos that make me feel like I'm on on psychedelics. There's also too many people doing puzzles. Why would you spend 10 hours or more doing a puzzle? A puzzle is a picture that is broken, and you have to pay to fix it in time and money. Why would you not just buy an unbroken puzzle like this? It's like a puzzle, but it is intact, along with my sense of self-worth. Now I have to say, there is something that is weirder than puzzles that I have recently stumbled upon, and it is called ASMR, which, if you have watched the videos, then you might assume stands for acid, shrooms, mescaline, and roofies. However, it is called autonomous sensory meridian response. These are videos of people who are whispering and making weird noises into the microphone that apparently gives you some kind of stimulation. It's gross. Nonetheless, I decided to make an ASMR video. For these trying times, I am going to describe a typical day for me in quarantine in a way that will stimulate you. First, I wake up and I make myself a bowl of granola. Pour some into the bowl. Oh, that's a lot of fruit and nuts. I can hear myself doing this, and I truly feel disgusting. I typically eat the entire bowl while staring out the window pensively. After breakfast, it's usually about time for my morning routine. Sorry, excuse me. It's Panda brand. Soft and strong. Oh, yeah. Sometime later in the day, I go outside to remind myself that humanity still exists. I start by putting on my rubber gloves. Oh yeah, it's very, very plastic. Just how I like it. Make sure that you put on a lot of hand sanitizer to protect people even further from your possible COVID. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then you have to rub it. Oh yeah, rub it all over your clothes. Because why not? Hand sanitizer on clothes. I mean, it's a little weird actually. There. Does that make you feel better? Or do you wish that you had done a puzzle instead?
You know what? I don't regret playing that a second time. I don't.
Wow.
I don't. Were you?
Bold statements.
Yeah. Yeah.
Puzzle.
How do you feel about puzzles, Dana?
I'm bad at them.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have enough problems. I
Yeah.
don't need a bunch of just things that are broken like this crazy world already is.
that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
So
My
that's
opinion.
what's up. Well,
Uh,
thank you for stimulating us, Chris.
Hey, no problem, Dana. Thanks everybody. You stuck around for that. Thanks for watching it twice. Thanks. Helps me justify my time in existence.
Yeah, it's cool because we all just need a little raisin electro right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Another thing that could be helpful for finding that is also finding ourselves and
Mhm.
centering and meditating. And
Mhm.
so we are so lucky to be again joined by the extremely spiritual and wonderful Elizabeth Norman, offering us her third in the series of her meditation station. So please breathe in, breathe out, get ready to center yourself, and please enjoy this calming meditation. So please enjoy Elizabeth Norman.
Enjoy.
Hello, welcome back to Meditation Station. My name is Elizabeth Norman, and I'm here to guide you today. Today, we are thinking about rebirth and renewal. We're thinking about life-giving processes, but we're also thinking about processing and how we're able to do that in this time. We're gonna start with some breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself someplace warm. This space is creating its own heat. You yourself feel young and smooth. You're bald, just like a little baby. And the space around you is very, very stinky. You're in a pile of garbage. You're a worm. You're a worm, a little tiny worm, smooth and wriggly, slithering through garbage. Boy, it smells bad. Somebody's got to eat all this garbage. And guess what? It's you. This moment is all about the process of processing. Eating that garbage, you're processing it, and you're producing something much greater than that garbage could have been on its own. Without you, it would have sat and perhaps slowly reduced in size, but never fully become anything different than another piece of garbage. With you, and because of you, that garbage is being turned into dirt. And that dirt is going to be used to fertilize a new growth, to create something new and beautiful and wonderful because of the work that you were able to do. It smells really bad. Ugh, just rotten garbage. It's created its own juice, and you're sliding through it with your slippery little body. You have 5 hearts. You're eating garbage. Does it taste good? No. But does it need to be done? Yes. Is it slimy? Yes. Is it smelly? Absolutely. But so is sitting with hard feelings. But that work has to be done in order to get from where we are to where we're going to be, in order to take all of the things around us that we don't want and turn them into something that we do want. We're gonna have to be able to do the work that needs to get done. And yes, that means that we're going to have to get our hands dirty. And sometimes that means that you don't have any hands because you're a worm, but you've got those little segments, and you have 5 hearts, all the better to feel with, and you have a mission to turn this huge pile of garbage into a medium-sized pile of dirt that can be used to grow something special. Breathe in, breathe out. You can do this. Stay safe.
Wow. All 5 of my worm hearts love Elizabeth Norman and that last meditation. I mean, wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wish I could just regurgitate out some dirt myself. It'd be dirt of peacefulness.
I'm just wiggling up a storm here, just thinking about that meditation. Oh my goodness. Thank you
I
so
don't wiggle around in my meditations, but I was having a seizure, but in a good way. a wormy way, enlightened way.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hey, speaking of ways,
Yeah.
this next person is going to tell us about a few of the ways that she has gone in life. She is a traveler.
Ooh.
Yeah, being a traveler is here to take us on a journey. You may recognize her from our last episode of Well, she's back again. And as a reminder, these are places that she is going to describe and going to be going to through a virtual journey that she has taken us on, that she remembers and that have taught her about spirituality, which is really what we're all here for, right? I should also say that these are slides, parts of the journey that she has, well, she's never seen them before, but they're going to remind her of things.
She's an improviser.
Well, yeah. That's why we're doing it this way. So without further ado, please welcome Kate Symes.
Come on out, Kate.
Come on,
Teach
Kate.
us your ways and lessons.
All right, come on, Kate. Just a minute, Kate. Sorry for the transitional time lapse. Kate, here we go. Kate's coming. Here we go. All right, there she.
Is this sports? Are we watching sports? Hi, Kate.
She made it. Hey.
You're on mute though. You're on mute, girl. Okay, good.
I loved everything about that introduction.
Oh, good.
All the way up until like Kate Symes, but you got it. That is my last name.
What's crazy, Kate, is like, it's like, I know you're the improviser, but it's also like we're improvising a little bit.
But you are, and you're so
wild.
good at it. I love the intro too. That's like, okay, let's try to explain this weird ass thing this next lady's doing.
Totally normal.
That's literally this whole show. That's all we do.
Fortunately, that's the design. Yeah.
I am gonna put my virtual background on and just take a journey and take you all with me.
I'm so ready for a journey. I'm gonna put my traveler sunglasses. Let's do it. Let's do it, Kate.
Let's do it. Which one is it? Oh wow. Okay. So is this right? It's reversed. Well, it's gonna have to work. Okay. You guys, this is such a memory. This is the first amusement park I ever went to with my dad. He said, in fact, we're right up there on that top little thing there. We're not on this roller coaster. He was like, you get up on that Ferris wheel. This is how you're going to learn to fall. I did not fall that day. I mean, I did later though. I did absolutely fall off of a Ferris wheel. And it was wild. I got to tell you, broke a lot of bones, but I'm still here to talk about it. And I think the lesson I learned that day was if it doesn't kill you, it will injure you. But you know, I wouldn't trade it for the world. It reminds me of another memory that is so vivid. It's my Uncle Jim's farm. It almost like chokes me up just to see this picture because, Uncle Jim, he raised chickens exclusively. And it was at a time before chickens were popular, like we think that everyone just eats chickens and eats eggs and stuff, but that wasn't always the case. So you can see the farm here, it doesn't look good, not doing well, there's no people, there's no chickens. And I learned a lot from Jim. I worked there for a summer when I was 14, and he taught me that, sometimes you reach too far, and you reach for the stars and you get burnt. And so I don't take risks for that reason. Look at this destitute farm. Oh my God, you guys. Wow. This is the first time I saw Nickelback. What? Oh my God, it takes me back. Oh God. I mean, their lyrics just like, I can't even really describe. I don't even want to say a Nickelback lyric it's like, I couldn't do it justice, but just bring yourselves into this moment, feel the music, feel it permeating your body. And this is what life is about, you guys, you know, like be in the moment, be with the people, not now, not right now, but you know, when we can get back to it, be with your people in a concert place. Maybe not ever again, actually, to be honest, but think about it. Now, this is a place you could go. And this is a place I've been many times. Down with the manta rays, down with the sharks, okay? I do a little bit of scuba diving and it's another world. You know, they tell you under the sea it's another world. And it's true. There's nothing more magical. There's nothing more calming than just being under the ocean and seeing a shark just swim right up alongside you. And you know that he could eat you, or she. I'm not going to gender stereotype here. Any type of shark could eat you if they wanted to. And so every time you go down and come back up alive again is a triumph. And that's what I say about every day. Every day that I live is a triumph. And one day I'm going to die. And this is a vision I've had so clearly since I was a child, quite frankly. It's rising up from the depths of hell into the pearly gates of heaven. I actually have pictured my own death in both places. And that way I'm not disappointed whichever one I get, you know, it's like, maybe we start down here and we go up, and maybe we start up and we come down. But either way, I'm going to enter this afterlife and just open arms, bring it to me, baby. You know, hello, God, hello, Satan, whatever you want your name to be, Beelzebub. You know, there's other names, I think. I'm not familiar with them, but, you know, I'm ready. And I think we should all be ready. And that's really the lesson that COVID has taught us, I think, if we've learned anything. And thank you guys. Thank you for coming to my show. That's backwards. I think it's my fault.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Kate. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much for having us on your show, Kate. Your travel show.
Yeah.
Traveled together, and that was the show.
That was it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you. And I really admire, and we'll see you next time, Kate.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.
I really admire that you just embrace your eternal damnation. And I'm just like, goals. You know what I mean? How can we all just feel good about it? And we're all thinking it. So that was some inspo, a faux show, you know? All right. So unfortunately, good news, bad news. Bad news, we only have one segment left. Good news. It is the wise and wonderful Oogie Boogie here to share some inspiration with us. And so please enjoy. He's gonna close us out, and then we're gonna come back, do a little recap, talk about the next show, and then you can be on your way to you staying where you are. So
hold your horses, everybody. Hold your horses and watch Oogie Boogie. And this is true. He's my favorite comedian.
He's really good. He's really good.
Really good. And he's clearly an inspirational speaker.
Yeah. So just enjoy him. Be happy.
Okay. That was just so much. It was just so much.
So much.
Every time I see that little Oogie Boogie, it's just like.
Thank you, Oogie. Thank you. When next time I'm seeing a metaphorical piece of paper that says negativity on it, I'm gonna chop it right up because my dreams matter.
Also
yours.
Was that Postal Service? It sounded like Postal Service.
It was royalty-free music from the internet.
Okay.
Yeah. But it sounded like something, and that's what matters. And speaking of things that matter, you viewer, you matter. We are so delighted that you're able to join us for this third episode of Well, Well, Well. We had a great time. We appreciate it. Please watch it, share it, love it, live it, donate to DC Safe. They're an awesome organization doing work almost as important as Chris and my work. So you can donate up through next week. And assuming the world's still falling apart, Silver Lining Alert will be back in not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that on June 4th for our 4th episode of Well, Well, Well. And so mark those calendars, like you've got so much else going on, right? And we'll see you then. So thanks so much for coming, and we'll see you again next time.
Then also, pro tip, it's not too late to donate. And
Not
you
too late.
continue to share this video. I assume that there were fewer videos or fewer viewers. We're down to 13 right now, and that's okay. That's okay. But I assume everyone's just, they got things going on. So share the video. People can watch later and catch up. And yeah, we'll see you next time. So on that note,
team. All right, back to it, Chris.
Drugs, 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 drugs. And we're still in quarantine. Cha, cha, cha. One more time. Drugs, 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 drugs. And we're still in quarantine. Cha, cha, cha.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. See you next time.